Hey you guys, PJD here. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm here to talk to you about Chubby in the Nude, which is a new foundation released from Clinique. It costs 24 bucks and you're not getting a full ounce. I'll put the number of ounces here. I think it was like 0.21 ounces. It's in a retractable tube. This is how much product you get. And my shade is in the color Ample Amber. And I've swatched it right here. I have nothing on my skin here. I just have on eye makeup, and I don't even have on moisturizer. The reason why is because I just previously filmed just a couple minutes ago. I had done the NARS skin tint review, and I took that off and I didn't run to go get moisturizer, and I took it off using this magic cloth. I'm sure you guys have seen this. I know mine looks really gross now. I'm going to be washing this following this video. Anyhow, some people have wondered if it really works, because you're just supposed to put warm water on it and then it takes off your makeup. It really does work. That's the long and short of it. Whether or not you want to have this cloth that you have to rely on, because once all the space is filled on both the front and back, then you have to wash it again, which of course, yes, you want to wash it, but it costs 20 bucks. You can get it from Sephora. It definitely works with just the warm water. It does take off your makeup, even waterproof makeup. So it does a really great job of that, but I don't know that I'm going to be running out to get more of them. And I had done like a little review, I think, on Instagram of it. So, and that was way back when. That was like maybe that was probably May of 2015. But anyway, Clinique. Okay. This right here is a cute little foundation that you could just pop in your purse or wherever on the go. I just love the packaging of it, that it's in this little stick formula that you could just apply so easily and go. This one is supposed to give you a natural matte finish. So here we go. I'm just going to put it on. Look at that. Look. Okay, so you see the shade here. I just love how you could just, boom, just put it right there. Let's try and cover something. Okay, look at that right there. Okay, and then of course we're going to rub this. I look like a superhero now. But of course we're going to get this all rubbed in. Okay, I just put that around that area. And yes, you can use a brush. You can use lots of things that you want. But right now, and this is with no moisturizer on my face, you guys, I'm just using my finger. That's why I really think also, too, this is a nice, like, on-the-go foundation, because it's in that little nice retractable tube. But then also, it's easy enough for you to just, it looks like I'm pressing hard. I shouldn't, because I don't need to. It just allows you to glide it right into your skin. Look at this. Yes? No? Now, quite honestly, what I typically do is I put it on my face and then use like my little e.l.f. brush to rub it in and make sure it's really applied properly. But look at that. It just goes in so easily. It doesn't have SPF in this at all, but it just feels really creamy on my face, and I like the coverage that it just gave me. Where's that dot? I was looking to cover. Okay, so now here's something that they say on their box. They say you can do a full face. Now people may see full and think, oh, full coverage. It didn't say it's full coverage. It says you can do a full face, which of course this is not like a targeted foundation just for like under eyes or something. It's for your whole face. So you can do your full face, but it doesn't anywhere on the packaging say it's full coverage. But I would say the coverage of this foundation is like medium to full. I think it can be built up. I really do, especially if you don't have tons to cover. If you have tons to cover, you would probably want to go for something stronger, because this does give you, look, you can see I'm done. It does give you like this natural kind of look. Oh yeah, I like this. And because of the price point just being 24 bucks, I was thinking of getting the darkest shade, which is Clover, to be able to do that like sun-kissed look where you go darker around the forehead and all here and then like blend it in. So because 24 bucks is like a pretty cheap price point for, foundations that you would typically find at like Sephora. So I figured, so I may still do that, but not now, because I have other darker shades that I can use to accomplish the same thing. But I just like how this looks. Tell me what you guys think of it. I've worn this with primer, without primer. When they say natural matte, this is not something that's going to take you the full day. It doesn't even go as long as the matte NARS skin tint, the velvet matte skin tint, which I should already have that review of. It doesn't take you as far along in the day, giving you that matte look. If I wear no primer or anything, and let's say I apply this at 7 a.m. in the morning, by 9 I already have to like dab the nose. So that's pretty typical for me with like any foundation. But the fact that this says that it's a matte, but they do say natural matte, you know, it's not giving you that hard matte. Why did I just do that? But anyway, it's not giving you that hard matte feeling, like dry, sucking life out of your face. It doesn't give you that. It's just like a light matte. Think of a demi matte. I don't even want to say a demi matte, because that's what the L'Oreal foundation is. I'll put the name of that L'Oreal foundation. That one says demi matte, and I feel like that one keeps me matte longer than this one. But anyway, I digress. Back to this particular foundation. I do like it. I could definitely see myself getting it again when this is over, just because it's 24 bucks. And it's one of those things I could pop in my bag if I later on, I don't want to wear makeup the whole day, but maybe I'm going out in the evening and I don't want to carry like a whole makeup kit or whatever. I always have my lips or lipstick, some lip product in my bag, and I could just pop this on and be done, because it's just so easy to carry around, and I don't need, or I don't feel that I need a brush to actually apply. You saw me just apply on screen. I like it as a match for my skin. Look how easily that rubs in, and look at that. So you could do like a light application with just a few strokes and just kind of even things out, or you can go heavier by just applying the stick more and more to see, you know, what comes of it. But I really, really do like it. You can even use it if you just wanted to do touch-ups. And I'm just putting on more now just so you can see what I'm talking about. It doesn't really ever get cakey looking. So that's a lovely side point too. As you can see, I put it on my nose a couple of times, and if anything, that already looks more shiny than the other portions of my face. But my nose is always super oily anyway, so I can't really go by that. But the long and short of it is, I like this product. When I compare it to the other Clinique foundation, the all-in-one, where it's a concealer and foundation in one, I like this one more. And they're both in the shade Amber, but I feel like that one makes me look more, it's like, it's a good match in terms of the shade, but I feel like it doesn't have any pop to it. I feel like this one has a bit more pop to it than the other Amber for the all-in-one foundation. So this is a nice natural kind of matte. It will not keep you matte all day. Let me just reiterate that. It will not do that, especially if you have a very oily skin, oily in the T-zone. If you're a dry skin person, you may be just fine all day with this. But for me, when I put on my moisturizer and things like that, and I have tried it without putting on moisturizer in the morning just to see, just as I don't have on moisturizer now, and still, it still hits me around that 9 o'clock mark that I need to blot. Just about. It's just that I don't have to do as much blotting as I do around the 9 o'clock mark when I have already put moisturizer on my face. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the moisturizer makes me have to blot more by that 9 o'clock mark, whereas if I don't have on any moisturizer or anything, I'll still have to blot around that time period, but I don't have to do as much blotting. So not wearing a moisturizer does help, but I do like to have moisturizers on my skin because that serves a totally different skincare purpose. And I see a difference in my skin when I don't use moisturizer, which I don't make that a habit. I typically use moisturizers every day, but moisturizers and drinking tons of water. When I don't drink tons of water, I see that my skin looks more just dehydrated. It just doesn't look as good. You can see, I kid you not, I feel like I see this forehead line of mine, which a couple years ago, I thought, like maybe 2 years ago, I thought it just appeared. And I was like, where'd that thing come from? And then I looked at pictures like years back, and it had really been there. So I guess I've just always been a forehead frowner and never noticed it. Anyway, back to the point of this video. So so when I drink more water, that keeps my skin looking more plump and just not as dry. Even though I'm oily in the T-zone. So I know it sounds weird, but you can still have oily skin that looks dehydrated if you're not drinking enough water. Maybe that doesn't make sense to you. I actually have combination skin, so I do have areas that are naturally more dry, but my T-zone is what's really, really oily. because again, I have combination skin. So those dry zones will be even drier if I'm not drinking the right amount of water. And I haven't been taking, I know I did a video in the past on like those skin, hair, and nail pills. I have not taken like a single vitamin for all of 2016. This is really horrible, I know. I have them. It's just, once you get out of the routine of taking them, so I need to get back on that because that was really helpful. As well as drinking tons of water. I know this video just sidetracked, but just getting back on track with this foundation, I feel like when I don't put on a moisturizer, yeah, I may not have to do as much blotting as I do when I do have on a moisturizer, but still I like to keep my moisturizer and I like to drink plenty of water. So those are things that are going to keep your skin looking good for a longer period of time. Long and short of this, I like it. And a lot of the liking is because of the shade match is so good for me. I like how it looks. I like the portability of this particular product, and it does give me a nice little natural matte finish. It's not the best matte that you're going to have in life. Don't expect that, but you know, it's pretty good for 24 bucks. I actually do like this, and I can see myself getting it again. If you've tried this Chubby in the Nude by Clinique, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing. If there are any questions or anything that you want to ask, leave it down below and I will certainly respond to you. Bye. Thanks for watching.